Hello guys and welcome back to this demonstration. As pointed out in the first demonstration, where we're doing a quick overview of the system, and now we will get into it and see how you can use it. So as you remember, we are logged in as a teacher, and so what we're going to be doing today is to look at the class admin. So this is where work is done, and let's look at how that is done. So the first thing that we're going to be doing here is to create a class. And you can see we went into the menu very clearly, menu, and then class admin can create a class under that. So you don't have to memorize it, it's there. Then we click on that, and there we have it, and enter the name of the new class. And so here we have there we're gonna call it Mutale class. Let's pick on the members. We're gonna call it a Mutale class. Okay, and let's click on that, and class has been created. As simple as that. Now that name that we have provided there, it can be grade 6b, grade 6c, and so on and so forth. Now this is on the assumption that the school has already been created. That is being done by our support team in the background. So when that has been done, you can easily get that one going. So Mutale class has been created. That is Mutale class. And one of the things, of course, that's very important for us to have a true class is the fact that you need to have students in there. So we need to get the students in there. So what I've done there is I've just double clicked on that to get to this particular thing. Now, one of the things that is very, very helpful, again, it's very intuitive. Everything is there. Whenever this opens, you have on the right margin there that you've got this menu that you pretty much work with, and it's there. So from here you can see, you can add new students. If you've got a list, say a spreadsheet of students, all the students on the spreadsheet, you basically you can import there, and you can remove and copy and so on and so forth. So everything that needs to be done is there, and so we're going to be spending a bit of time on that. So add student. So this one here, what we're gonna do is we'll call this one John. We say John uh, Banda. John Banda. Okay, if this will allow me to type John Banda. Okay, and we'll say John Banda is aged 6 years old. And this is very important because this does look at the age. The age is very important. And then we'll say Agnes Walia, and aged system class, so one put them in around the same age, and that is created. And then we just create that. There's a third student there. We can say we're gonna put Mary CMA, and the age is age 9. Okay, so they're in the same class for some reason. And then from here you might get students from other classes. So it could be that you are creating a remedial class, and this is where you can get from the existing students, you can get them and bring them to the class that you have just created. And so you can link that. Okay, so that's what that side is about. So we can close that, and straight up from here you can see that our friends have been created there. Now there's something that we did not do. We did not add. Okay, so Mary is missing. So Mary CMA, and age 9. What I was taking out, so I need to create. Okay, so we didn't do that. That's been created, and then we'll close. So we'll see Mary has been created. So from up, and then just when that has been done, you can see here that the access is no access, and the tags are the things that you actually get to buy and if you the school, you might buy a certain amount of tags, and you can just do that. So by clicking on that, that gives a child 24/7 access. They can use this team at school, at home, during the weekend, whatever, provided they've got subscription. And from here you can see how many days are left on that particular subscription. With the kind of subscription we've got currently, these children will have 21 days left. Okay, so all that is controlled in the back end and the like. So there we have the class setup. That's how simple it is. Okay, you have the class setup, and then you can click on that one, and that allows you to be able to see the username and password. Now, I need to mention here that the username is unique to this particular child. There's no other child globally that will have that username. It is unique. Now, that is very important because we are seeking to track every child's performance. And so these usernames are not to be interchangeable, or to be sort of kids can this day they use another username and so on. They got to be using consistently, so that when we're generating the report, or the system is generating the report, that report is consistent. So just something to bear in mind then. So while we are here, we can look at then we can do the print the cards. And now these are the cards that are printed out, and then when they're printed out, they can be given out to students so that they can put it in wherever in the book and so on. Send it to card and gives them the username and password. And I'll be able to demonstrate to you what those look like. Okay, we'll cancel that because it goes straight to my thing. And then we talked about printing parent letters. Again, that also gets printed and can be given to them. So you don't have to begin to create letters and so on. You just print them out and give them out with all their username and password on the letters. Okay, and then that's pretty much it as far as the student side, of course, is concerned. So that is very easy for you to do. Okay, so let's head back there. So one thing that we're going to be doing then, as we have created this, is we will use these username and passwords, and then be able to see what a child sees when they log in. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is to just take note of the username, and we're going to be using John Banda. And we have, I'll just type it on the side here, John 14, I think 14, 94. And then password, as you can see from the password, it's something that is very easy to remember, and this also helps them to spell. So it's a town 204, town 204. It's not just something, but it's something that is they can work with. Town 204. That is the one there. Okay, so this is what the child sees. Okay, this is what the child sees. So what we're going to do now is to log in. This is what you as a teacher will see, but what you're going to do is to log in into another system and see what a child sees when they log in. Okay, so that one is just I'm using a different browser, and that is Zoowhix. Let's type that one. Again, you just go to the same Zoowhix, to the same website. The login will be different. Okay, so we've got Zoowhix there, and we're going to log in as a child. We're going to log in as John. Okay, we're going to log in as John. So here we have, let me just get that password. And the password, so John. Okay, let's do that. Pass John. Okay, and then that's username, and password is town 204. Okay, let's have a look if it works. Okay, there are some space warning me that there's a space, and now this is the one I had pointed out the fact that it sometimes asks for the flash, and that is what this is about, to do with the flash. Okay, so click here for the flash, and I'm glad that this came up so you're able to see. So my Chrome doesn't have the latest flash, and so this one here is actually updating my flash, and we'll do that. So while that is doing the work, let me just get you back to the class, the view that was seen, and the student's view, the teacher's view we've got there. So this is what this is what it's about. And let's go back to the class. So we've just seen how all that is done. So it's very, very simple. We've looked at adding a student to a class, creating a class, importing the list. We've talked about that, printing that. It's as simple as that. So one of the other thing that we'll be looking at there is to do with the setting work. Okay, setting work. And part of it is we go in there and you can do the adaptive learning filter and custom learning filter. Now this stage is a stage to which we will be doing the next step. And I think we can break it off here. I update the flash on the other one and then quickly come back and see how we can do the adaptive learning and the custom, and also see what the child sees when they log in. Thank you very much.